Are you ready, Lakers Nation? Major changes could be on the horizon as whispers of a blockbuster trade involving a star center are heating up. Imagine a new force joining our front court, one who has proven himself in the playoffs and knows how to elevate a team. This could be the game changer we need to reclaim our championship glory. Don't miss out on what could be a pivotal moment for our franchise. The recent mock trade proposal featuring LaMelo Ball and Kyrie Irving has sent shockwaves through the Lakers fanbase, and as a passionate supporter of the team, I find myself reflecting deeply on the potential implications of such a move. Bleacher Report's Eric Pinus has laid out a three-team trade that not only involves the Lakers, but has the potential to reshape the future of this franchise. In this proposed trade, the Dallas Mavericks would land LaMelo Ball, while the Hornets would receive Kyrie Irving, along with a couple of first-round picks. The Lakers, on the other hand, would acquire Daniel Gafford. Now let's unpack this. Gafford is a solid center, no doubt, and the Lakers have struggled at that position. With Jackson Hayes currently holding down the fort, it's clear that Gafford would provide a much-needed upgrade, especially given his playoff experience. But here's where my excitement is tempered with caution. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While Gafford could potentially solidify our front court, the trade hinges on the health and future of Kyrie Irving, a player who has become synonymous with both brilliance and unpredictability. If he opts into his player option and joins the Hornets, what kind of leadership is he bringing to a team that's already struggling? On the flip side, if the Lakers are indeed aiming for a championship run, Gafford's familiarity with Luka Doncic could prove invaluable. But is it enough to push us over the edge? The Mavericks getting LaMelo Ball raises eyebrows too. Sure, he's a young star with immense talent, but his injury history has been concerning. The Lakers have already had their fair share of injury woes, and adding another player with a questionable fitness track record could spell trouble. Pairing him with Anthony Davis, who's also had his fair share of time on the sidelines, makes me wonder if we're chasing a dream that might just lead to more disappointment. And let's talk about the Hornets for a second. They're banking on Kyrie Irving's leadership to guide their young talent. That's a gamble. While Irving has unparalleled skills, his recent ACL injury and overall stability are major red flags. The Hornets might land a high draft pick in 2025. But if Kyrie can't stay healthy, how does that benefit them in the immediate future? As a Lakers fan, I'm always dreaming of returning to glory, and while Gafford seems like a step in the right direction, I can't shake the feeling that this trade might not be the magic bullet we're hoping for. We need to think long-term, and while Gafford could address an immediate need, what does that mean for our overall strategy? It's a tough trade to sell all around. The caveats attached to it are simply too unpredictable. The Lakers would only be giving up one rotational piece in Dalton Knecht. But what are we really gaining? If we're not getting a franchise-altering player in return, is it worth the risk? I want to hear from you, Lakers Nation. What do you think about this trade proposal? Is Gafford the answer to our center woes, or are we simply settling? Do we need to aim higher, or is this a strategic move that could pay off in the long run? Join the debate in the comments below. The recent trade proposal involving the Mavericks, Lakers, and Hornets is sending shockwaves through the NBA community, and as a die-hard Lakers fan, I have to break this down. So, the Dallas Mavericks, in a bid to shake things up after trading Luka Doncic, are reportedly considering a deal that could send Kyrie Irving to Charlotte while bringing LaMelo Ball to Dallas. Now, I'm here to tell you, this trade does not make sense for the Mavericks, and honestly, it raises more questions than it answers. First off, let's talk about Kyrie Irving. He's a player with immense talent, averaging nearly 25 points and 5 assists per game. But with his injury history and the uncertainty surrounding his return to form, is he worth the gamble for Charlotte? They'd be banking on his ability to elevate their struggling franchise. But let's be real, Kyrie has never been the guy to carry a team on his own. The Hornets have their own issues, and adding Kyrie might just complicate things further. On the flip side, the Mavericks are looking to acquire LaMelo Ball, a 23-year-old point guard who's showing flashes of brilliance. He's putting up impressive numbers on a bad team, but the question remains, Can he lead a franchise to the playoffs? The Mavericks would have to hope that Ball can flourish in a system that supports his talents. Sure, he's young and has potential, but trading away a proven star like Kyrie and multiple first-round picks for someone who hasn't proven himself in the postseason is a risky move. Now, let's break down the numbers. The Mavericks get a young, promising player in Ball, along with some decent role players and 2 trade exceptions. But they're also giving up a first-round pick that could be in the lottery range. That's a steep price for someone who hasn't yet established himself as a winner. The Lakers are reportedly getting Daniel Gafford in this mix, which could help their front court, but the focus here is on what the Mavericks are losing. This trade proposal doesn't just seem like a gamble, it looks like a full-on leap into uncertainty. The Mavs would be betting their future on a player who has yet to demonstrate he can handle the pressure of the playoffs. Meanwhile, they're sending out multiple first-round picks and a proven talent in Kyrie. That's a recipe for disaster, if you ask me, and let's not overlook the emotional aspect of this. As Lakers fans, we've seen how important it is to have star power on your roster. The Mavericks are essentially trading away a player who can create his own shot and make clutch plays when it counts. Yes, Kyrie's injury raises concerns, but if he returns to form, he can still be a difference-maker for any team. The Mavs are essentially betting against themselves by trading him away. So what does this mean for the Lakers? Well, it opens up opportunities for them to strengthen their roster further, especially if they can land Gafford. Adding depth to the front court is crucial, and Gafford's defensive presence could complement the Lakers' bigs. But let's not forget about the implications this trade could have on the Western Conference landscape. If the Mavericks misstep here, it could open the door for teams like the Lakers to capitalize. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. The allure of acquiring LaMelo Ball is enticing, but it comes at a significant cost. The Mavs might be setting themselves up for long-term struggles if they decide to move on from a player like Kyrie, without getting immediate impact in return. And let's face it, they're banking on Ball becoming a star while giving away valuable assets. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Is this trade a smart move for the Mavericks, or are they making a huge mistake? Let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything Lakers.